the instruments and materials that you may need during installation, such as double ladder, percussion drilling, and its 10mm drill, hammer, cutting nippers, Phillips screwdriver, open-end wrench of 14mm, wire stripper, tape line, art knife, pencil, insulating tape, gelatin sponge, and so on. One piece of locating template, one main frame, one pair of shear shanks, a set of clothespins, 4 pieces, one remote controller, one sterilization lamp, and one bag of screws, a set of specification and warranty card. The 4th step: turn off the power of the balcony lamps. Then pull out the power cord about 20 cm long. Warm tips: if the power cord is not as long as 20 cm, you need to connect the power cord with another one that is about 20 cm long, in order to connect the cord of main frame conveniently. The 5th step: please measure with a tape line the appropriate positions according to the size of the machine and mark these positions. Take out the locating template in the packing box and stick the gelatin sponge on it. After that, you need to stick the template on the ceiling according to pressure marks. Then mark the positions of holes with pencil and pick the template off. The 6th step: drill holes in the marked positions with percussion drilling. The depth of the hole is about 5 cm. Then take out 4 pieces of plug bolts and hammer them into the ceiling. Make 2 screw nuts of plug bolts a bit out by wringing them with spanner, and wring both of the rest too completely out. The 7th step: separate the shell from the main frame with Phillips screwdriver. Put the double ladder right under the position where the screw nuts were taken out. The 8th step: install the main frame. Take away the electric motor of the main frame and make the U-shaped holes pass through the plug bolts, and then push U-shaped hole sides of the other side up straight and lock the screw nuts tightly. The 9th step: test the wire with an electric marking pen to make sure it doesn't carry any electricity. Connect the power cord. The brown cord needs to be connected to the live wire, the blue one to null line, and the green and yellow one to ground wire, and the 3 wire lines need to be wrapped respectively with gelatin sponge. The 10th step: and put this between the main frame and ceiling. You may need an open spanner to wring the screw nuts tightly so as to fasten the whole main frame firmly beneath the ceiling. The 11th step: install the shear shanks. Lock the shear shank with chain wheels to the side of the electric motor of the main frame, and the shear shank without chain wheels to the other side of main frame. And find out the M5 screws, which are used to fasten the shear shanks from the bag of screws. Then fasten the shear shanks to the installation floor and cover it with shell. The 12th step: pass the hoisting cable through the guard circles of shear shanks and hang the ends of the hoisting cable on the supporting holes of the shear shank, and close the decorative shell. Cut off the protecting film of the shear shanks, as is the same with other side. The 13th step: install the clothespins. Put 2 pieces of clothespins on the supporting board and switch on the power. The sounds of alarming will be heard from machine 10 times, and after that, and push the bottom of lowering of controller, and stop the clothespins at a suitable height. Align the fixing posts with the installation holes and fasten the screws of the posts. Rive off the protecting film and install the sterilization lamp. The 14th step: debug the machine. Test the controller, and with the controller, you can check if the machine's rising, lowering, lighting, sterilizing, and air drying operate rightly. Check whether the machine can stop when it meets with obstruction, and the function of overloading works normally. Code setting. A code setting is needed if the controller cannot operate well after the alarming when the power had been switched on. After turning on the power, the sound of alarming will be heard 10 times. You must push the bottom of lighting and then the bottom of rising before the 10th sound of alarming is over. And then another 3 sounds of alarming will be heard, and the code setting of controller and mainframe is finished. Code deleting. A long press, 5 to 8 seconds, on the bottom of lighting on the controller should be done. And when the 10 sounds of buzzing are heard, you should immediately press the bottom of lowering. When another 3 rapid sounds of alarming are heard, the code deleting is finished.